don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm sure you know or you have heard the news. T.I. and Tiny have been sued by an Air Force veteran who claims that the couple drugged and AR'd her. Now, she does not reveal her name, so we are calling her Jane Doe, who is the plaintiff. She alleges that Tiny pinned her down on a bed while T.I. penetrated her with his foot. Now, the Atlanta rapper and his wife, they do deny these allegations. So let's get right into this story. So the Jane Doe plaintiff, she says that she was around 22 or 23 years old. She was stationed in Los Angeles, and this occurred in 2005. And this is when she attended a party at Coolio's house, and she met a man who worked for the Atlanta rapper and his wife. She alleges that the man went by the name of Caviar, and he helped facilitate a meeting with a couple at a club, and this was the following night. Now, she claims once that she was in the VIP section that Tiny handed her a drink, and she believes the drink was spiked. Now, according to the 15-page lawsuit, and this was obtained by Rolling Stone, Doe says she was separated from her friend and ended up alone in a hotel room with T.I. and Tiny, who were a couple at that time, but not married. She alleged T.I., whose real name is Cliffordharris, began issuing demands with explicit detail, like he was reciting a script. She claims Tiny stripped her naked and got into a shower with her. She alleged she was extremely dizzy and lightheaded and appeared visibly drugged when T.I. directed her to the bed. She claims T.I. turned on a pornographic movie to get her aroused as Tiny held her face down. While Tiny was straddling on the plaintiff's back and pinning her down, T.I. then proceeded to slide his toes into the plaintiff's vajayjay. This is just nasty. Now, the filing reads the plaintiff told T.I. no and tried to move T.I. out of her and away from her. T.I. then said he would go and get a condom, and Tiny continued to arouse herself by grinding on the plaintiff and massaging her backside. So the plaintiff, who also goes by the name of Jane Doe, grew increasingly sicker and felt extremely ill by the assault and battery she was experiencing. So she's saying that what they were doing to her was assault and battery. This woman alleges she eventually forced herself to get up and she vomited in the bathroom. She claims T.I. then mocked her by saying, "Are you all right? Looks like you in last place." She alleged she passed out and noticed she was in serious pain. The next morning, when a security guard demanded that she leave the room where T.I. and Tiny was sleeping. Now, keep in mind, this allegedly occurred in 2005, which I would say about 19 years ago, give or take. We don't know the exact timing of this particular offense. I'm just not understanding. She said she was 22 or 23 years old. So 22, let's just say she was 23. Let's just say this lady was 23, and let's say if we added 19 years. So this lady is in her early 40s, 42, give or take. We don't know the exact month that this would have occurred. So she is suing them. She has filed a lawsuit. And guys, this is getting a little bit crazy now. This has not been the first time that T.I. and Tiny has been accused of this sort of thing. If you guys are aware, recently, I don't really remember the year, they were accused of similar things. If you guys recall, there was a lady by the name of Sabrina. I don't recall Sabrina's name, but Sabrina was supposedly in contact with various victims that stated that they had been assaulted by this couple. So this is giving me very much this is giving me very much P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Nasty Man, whatever y'all want to call him. Like, what is going on with all of this stuff coming out? Again, Tiny and T.I. This has not been the first lawsuit. I know in the past, I'm not sure what happened with those other lawsuits, but there were other things, or other women, I should say, that had claimed this sort of behavior in the past. Now, I don't believe they have ever stated that they do not do threesomes. I don't believe either one of them has stated this, but the problem is y'all giving these people drugs? Like, what in the world is going on? It seems like Tiny is a willing participant. Now, I don't know if they drugged or are this lady, as she state, but it seems like Tiny and T.I. is more like Bonnie and Clyde. We know that Diddy just most recently was accused of similar, not, I wouldn't say so much of the same, but very similar. So I'm just trying to figure out what in the hell is going on, and why are these people who can be investing their time and money into things that matter, but they are running their naked asses around wanting to have sex with people and giving them drugs. So I'm just not understanding what is going on. This is giving me very much Diddy. This has not been the first time that Tiny and T.I. have been accused of something like this. As we have heard before, Diddy, finally, he was sued by Cassie. They settled out of court, and this was not the first time that we had heard of a Diddy allegation. Again, it's giving me very much Diddy, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is the connection with these two? Like, do they hang out? What is going on? Because right now it's giving very much Diddy, Tiny, and T.I.
Girl, what's going on? Girl!